wife, when she said yes to organ donation, she gave me a second chance, that I didn't have to ride into the sunset of life. I got a chance to ride by sunset and see the dawning of a new life. That's what you all do for each of us that are recipients. This story is uniquely mine, but this story is not unique only to me, because there are others that have that same journey, that they went from being at death's door to now having vibrant life, to be here at the Transplant Games of America in 2014. Yes, I did enter the cycling race today. I did win a bronze medal at the age of 52 years old. So on behalf of all the recipients, I now light this candle.
The Transplant Games will be held in Houston, Texas.
For the first time ever, a team of Mid-Southerners will participate. And these games, while they are going to be competitive,
The Transplant Games are bringing recipients and donors back together.
The Transplant Games of America is a biennial event that began in 1990. This is a multi-sport festival event for individuals who have undergone life-saving transplant surgeries. Competitive events are open to living donors, organ transplant recipients, bone marrow recipients, and a limited number of corneal and tissue transplant recipients. While the event centers around intense competition between over 50 teams from across North America and Puerto Rico, all chasing gold, silver, and bronze medals, it's yet so much more than an athletic event. The Transplant Games of America highlight the critical importance of organ, eye, and tissue donation while celebrating the lives of these recipients as they pay homage to the individuals and families that gave the ultimate gift, life, through the process of donation and transplantation. This is all accomplished through an array of activities which occur both day and night during the span of 5 days.
But healing brings us to this place. Living donors share a special place as we recognize the unique sacrifice of giving a part of one's body to someone in need. So we are here in tribute to the loved ones who are with us in spirit, as well as to many who share their physical being with another person. Honor the sacrifice, cherish the memories, and smile, remembering the lives you have saved.
I was shook when they gave me the diagnosis that you're gonna need a transplant. And if you don't get a transplant, you could die. I could die. I mean, that's enough in itself. Then, like, wow. At that point, there's nothing you can go do. You can't go pick out an organ, and we would have done. My cousin Bernard, he even, asked the doctor, well, how much it gonna cost? I'm like, you can't go buy a liver, brother. And so, after being shook and coming to grips or whatever, and at that point, I had made my mind up. It's just time to fight now. That's all. My condition was declining even worse and worse. And so then one Friday, they told my mom, they called the family, there's nothing else we can do. He has 2 days to live, and I was transferred to ICU. When I woke up, now mind you, I went to sleep in the emergency room. Wake up, I'm in another room. Then I wake up again, I'm in ICU. I'm like, what is going on? Because every time it's a different location. But May 30th came, and I just remember my mom being there that morning, and they were like, "You ready?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready." They said it's gonna be this evening. You know, they was encouraging me, having me feeling good and things like that. And so, went into pre-surgery prep. I came out a changed man. A year later, and I look forward to going to the transplant games because, like, you're gonna see all these people living because of somebody else, somebody that gave for somebody. And I'm so thankful and grateful for my second life. And this has been a life-changing thing, and I'm forever grateful.
CHECLISS was just 1 year removed from his transplant, and one of his greatest goals was to get himself back in shape because of the weight he had picked up. And one thing to make him more competitive was to be lighter in weight. So we worked on a lot of his flexibility and drills, trying to get him back in shape for quick speed work. During our competition, CHECLISS had a great aspiration to really win his races. So of course, when we got to the track, we started with our basic warm-ups that we've gone through. And he really was kind of excited about participating. He did see his competition levels. That included over 9 heats total. One thing that he did get himself prepared for was some start works, since we didn't use blocks. But as he approached his race in the 100, he did falter in the race, and he stumbled on takeoff. But yet he got up and finished very gracefully and competitively. But the greatest part about it is he didn't let that stop him. He continued to compete in 2 other events later that day.
I'm extremely glad that came out. You hear the stories of other people and people that had challenges just like I had. Not to make you feel like no more than I'm the only one in the boat. You know, there's other people that went through the same thing and even more, you know, so I'm definitely grateful and very thankful.
Yes, we have one patient, Troy Harris, who's phenomenal. He's 26 years out post-transplant, which is a very long time post-heart transplant, which is wonderful. And the fact that he feels good enough to be able to participate is a real feather in his cap in our program. Usually the conditional half-life for survival for heart transplant is 14 years, meaning if you survive the first year, the average is 14 years to survive. So being out 26 years is remarkable. And that is a great result.
I was a 16th heart transplant patient in the city of Memphis. That's not something you announce in a bar. It's like, hey, you're pretty hot. I had a heart transplant. Like, ding, you're all of a sudden alone, man. Everybody checks out on you. That's a good way not to meet chicks, I'm pretty sure. She actually, before we got married, went over and talked to one of my doctors about how long he thought I would live. Before she invested her future in me, I suppose. Even though I knew she was going to marry me anyway.
Their union has continued to blossom, and they've now seen their little girl complete college, which was a major mile marker for Troy, one that he vowed he would see.
But I'm a pretty determined individual, and when I decide that I'm going to get something or go for something, I really won't be denied. Most people, a lot of people that I work with don't even, if I didn't tell them, hey, I had a heart transplant, they're like, get out of here, you're lying, you're an idiot. My job is pretty labor intensive. I do industrial maintenance. We do a lot of welding, fabricating. So I go every day. I don't ever think about, I live more in the future than I do the past. This is my 3rd transplant games. The main reason I'm going, probably more than the competition, is for the advocacy part of it. A lot of them are probably new transplant people. It's going to be a great experience for them. I go to help support them and help cheer them on. And hopefully that gets them in a mindset to be in a better physical condition and drive themselves to be in a better physical condition. I know it did me. It drove me to get myself and keep myself in a decent physical condition.
This man, who once facing certain death before reaching the age of 20, is a true testament to the restorative power of organ donation and transplantation.
The Quarter Century Club is a club of people across the United States that have had a transplant for 25 plus years. I'm excited about being in that because a lot of our teammates are going to be involved in the dinner and supporting me and supporting the cause.
See someone like Troy come out there 26 years later after a heart transplant and compete, it was very exciting because you're thinking that, you know, there's just people out here competing like anyone else, but you keep reminding yourself they did have a transplant. And the way he engaged in his competition, his involvement with supporting others, it was just great excitement, and I really appreciate having him around us. Troy brought a lot of excitement to the bus. He was very zany, wild, yet confident, which I really applauded. And he was that natural team spirit guy who kept everybody happy and excited, so it was great to see him. Troy was already someone who's already been in shape. Troy just needed someone to help elevate him on his stretching and as well as his forms and his breathing techniques. So something we was able to detail quickly and got him competitive for his next race, which was the 100, which he did pretty well in.
Troy came to the games to enjoy himself, be an inspiration to others, and to be a true competitor by competing in multiple sporting events.
I felt pretty good. I got tired towards the end. I lost my goggles off the jump street. I didn't finish last though.
Troy Harris's positive attitude about life and winning personality translated into not only winning the hearts and respect of his fellow teammates and newfound friends at the games, it also resulted in his taking the silver medal in the 1,500-meter race in the track and field competition. Both Percy Sledge and Michael Bolton recorded a song entitled When a Man Loves a Woman. The lyrics of that song details the lengths a man will go for the woman he loves. Those words are moving and spine-chilling. However, Michael Cole epitomizes the meaning of that song twofold with the gift he gave and sacrifice he made for the woman he loves.
Man, it was the greatest day of my life. It really was. You know, just giving it up, you know, giving my kidney up for somebody to live and so that, you know, she can have a second chance, you know, I was very, very happy with it.
They called me on the way from picking my daughter from school and said that they had a very good match. And they, the only thing they could tell me at that time was that a man walked in and said he just wanted to give his kidney. He didn't care who it went to or, you know, he just wanted to give it. And that was Commissioner Steve Mulroy. He was watching the episode The Simpsons, and when he saw that episode, that inspired him to go in and do it.
Homer gets into the hospital room, and who is his roommate but Ned Flanders, his perennially cheerful, annoyingly cheerful next-door neighbor. He says, "Hi diddly diddly neighbor, good to see you." And Homer says, "Flanders, what are you doing here? Donating a kidney. To who?" And Flanders says, "First come, first serve."
He gave the first kidney. It did not match me. His kidney went to another gentleman. And that Michael came in number 3. He gave up the kidney so I could get one. And then the next person, you know, it kind of went on like that. The chain goes on like that. We actually have a chain number. We're like, we hit world news. We were the fastest chain in the world.
And the second largest?
And the second largest chain in the world. No, we didn't even know that Steve Mulroy was the one. It's crazy how we found out. We were watching TV, and the news conference comes on, and it's him on the news conference downstairs, and we're up on the 9th floor, and he's downstairs doing a news conference about the kidney.
I can't wait to see the opening ceremony. And everybody, you know, coming together, you know, for one goal, one reason, and that's, you know, to, you know, promote life, you know, promote donation. I'm participating in basketball, bowling, golf, of course, ballroom dancing. It was a little bit more of her decision than mine, but you know.
No, he dances mambo at home, so that's not the reason. It's not about winning a competition. We've already won in life. It's about celebrating life together.
Because of Michael's gift, he and his wife, Andrea, can continue to raise their beautiful little girl together and dance with a smile like never before. The Transplant Games have so much meaning for this couple.
Not only, as me being, in the condition I was with my husband, recipient and donor, but there are families that were also stressed out about their loved ones. And they're going to be able to see them celebrate life, not just competing, but doing things they didn't know they would be able to do.
That family gets a second chance of seeing that person live, celebrate and enjoy life together.
At the end, the huge applause was like shocking.
It brought a little ease over me, so it was pretty good. So I enjoyed it.
The film you've just experienced spotlighted the stories of 4 of the Team Mid-South team members. CHECLISS Rice, the team's most recently transplanted patient, Troy Harris, the team's quarter-century club inductee, and Michael and Andrea Cole, the team's only living organ donor and recipient couple. Team Mid-South's inaugural debut at the 2014 Transplant Games of America consisted of 15 transplant recipients. One donor family, one living donor, and 25 donation advocates. Even though not all of the eligible team members competed for the gold this time, those who did represented them well.
If you have a chance to do something and save lives and help people in a profound way, it seems like everything in my religion and everything in my philosophy says you should do this.
That was a selfless act to give and just give, freely just give. He had no family member it was going to, he just decided to give. I would like to thank him for that, and I would like other people to know that organ donation, it saves lives. I mean, it gives chances to people that, wouldn't have that chance.
Some once marred by a life void of a hopeful future, some once bound in the role of a caregiver, others empathetic to the plight, yet all connected by the restorative power of the ultimate gift of love, organ, tissue, and eye donation.
It's just amazing, but they are all so full of life, and they love life, and they want to get out there and live it, and be a part of this wonderful these wonderful transplant games. It's just incredibly exciting. We're so proud of them for putting forth this effort. And you can see them coming into the clinic here feeling stronger and better about themselves each time we visit with them. So it's a fine, fine thing.
This is Team Mid-South, a group of people drawn together from the Mid-South region of West Tennessee, East Arkansas, and North Mississippi. They are now collectively rocking with new life. To learn more about some of these wonderful team members, please visit teammidsouth.org. Life has so many chapters, but when we begin the final chapter with, I can do this, I will do this, my living will not be in vain as I will allow others to see the dawning of a new life. The this I shall do is to become a registered organ and tissue donor today. My gift will one day help the rebirth of more stories of resilience, determination, and love.